Hey guys, this is Torna, and a new secret lair got announced today. And as with, most secret lair drops when they come out, we're going to be covering it, looking at the value of them, the art, and all that kind of stuff, just so that way you guys can keep up to date, because we like to keep things, fresh and letting you guys know what's going on and everything. So they have announced a new secret lair amount of drops. There's going to be like 5 different drops coming up for the 50th Dungeons and Dragons anniversary. So far we know the names of all of them. So this one here is the Exhibition of Adventure, but we know there's going to be one themed around Astarion's Thirst, Karlach's Rage, and then 2 that are Death is in the Eyes of the Beholder. Beyond these couple cards shown for the Astarion one and for the Karlach one, we don't actually know much more about the other ones, but we can see that this is actually like their Baldur's Gate art, like their Baldur's Gate 3 final art, rather than like the art from the beta, which was the ones that were used for the actual Baldur's Gate set. I'm very excited about these. I really hope that there are changes to Secret Lair prior to them going live, because I really don't want to miss out on them. But as I said, this is the Exhibition of Adventure one. As you can kind of see, like the art is based around certain things. We'll show you that in a second. They are essentially the D&D books brought to life as cards. So the art is for each of them is from a different D&D set or like rule book, or I think some of them are from modules and stuff, and it actually shows you where it's from down here. But I love this art. I love the taking this kind of old school art that was so memorable, and this is huge. This is the D&D book that I had when I was younger. It was old when I got it. That was 11 years before I was born. It was published, but when I got it, it still was huge and iconic, right? This is very similar to what they did previously when the actual Adventures for Forgotten Realms came out, where they had like these module style kind of cards, except instead of doing it this way, where they've essentially made them look like dungeon modules, instead they've just gone with like the full art and everything. Before we get into the actual cards on though, make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, share it around and everything. All of that stuff helps us build up our channel to grow and be able to do more and more for you guys. So the first one here is Fell the Mighty, a very, very cheap card. Destroy all cards, destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power. A nice kind of board wipe and stuff. And the art here is from one of the supplements of Greyhawk, 1975. I don't know. Some of the art of these is absolutely amazing, and some of them I assume is going to be very nostalgic for people, like that the one back there, the 1975 one. So this is Faithless Looting here. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons player handbook this is from. Great card as well, but also been reprinted so much. I think it's reprinted in nearly every Commander deck that has red in it. There's so many different reprints for this. We've got Goldspan Dragon, which is probably the best reprint of the set, 1983 here, and the art's from 1983. Amazing card. Did only really drop a lot recently because it got reprinted in the Precon, I believe, in the Energy Precon. Prior to that, it was a fair chunk higher, but it's nice art for a nice card that is very, very useful. We've got Reality Shift here, a very useful card as well, or at least, in a lot of kind of control-y decks. I think this is great. The art is from the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Dungeon Master Guide, 2nd edition from 1989, but also a relatively cheap card. I think this is almost, I think Reality Shift might actually be a common, so the normal kind of Reality Shift. So it's been reprinted a lot. Was reprinted in Wilds of Eldraine as well. Uncommon, the base one is. So it's cheap card, but this is nice art for it. We've got the Monster Manual here, which is probably the second, or actually third best card in the set. There's a lot of uses for this. I absolutely love this in my Pantalaza deck. It lets me cheat out big dinos. If I had another copy, it would be going into my what is it? My Miram deck to be able to cheat out big dragons. There's a lot of great uses for this, I think. And, you know, it's nice art as well. This art here is from the Monster Manual 3rd edition 2000. We've got Ponder here from the Dungeon Master's Guide 4th edition 2008. This as well has dropped a lot recently because it's been reprinted in a few precons. It was reprinted within one of the OTJ ones, and it was also reprinted within the Doctor Who ones as well. But, you know, nice card as well. And then we've got Akarak the Archlich, yeah. So this is obviously when he enters, if you haven't completed the Tomb of Annihilation, return him to his hand and venture into the dungeon. When he attacks, for each opponent, you create a 2/2 black zombie unless that player sacrifices the sacrifices a creature. And this is from the most recent one, with one of the most recent, 5th edition, 2014 here. You know, very, very nice art. I love this art for it as well. Yeah, overall, you know, that's probably, what is that one? Yeah, that's the second most expensive card here. So overall, you know, there's not a huge amount of really, really kind of great reprints in this. You're mostly kind of looking at the nostalgia for some of the older art that may have been around when you were playing Dungeons and Dragons, or, you know, some of the art just looks nice. Like, I think the Goldspan Dragon just overall looks nice, especially if you like that kind of more kind of retro art style. And then, you know, I actually love this art here for Akarak, Acerak. I can't pronounce that. I'm butchering it. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you guys as to what you guys think. Do you think this is worth it? Are you going to be looking at picking it up? Will you pick it up with all the other kind of Dungeons and Dragons, you know, secret lairs? Are you guys interested in any of the other ones? Let me know. Have a great day and goodbye.